Welcome, people. Look at that sunrise. Just peeping over the goal line. We're catching it as it comes up. Welcome to... Oh, wow, we got those birds. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. The lake is incredibly calm. Actually, 10 minutes ago was even just like a mirror. There's some unnoticeable little breeze stirring a little bit, I think, out there, but it's basically incredibly calm. There you have the sun coming, peeping up over the Golan Heights across from Magdala. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. It's a red sun this morning. We had a gorgeous full moon last night, a new moon. I did it on Instagram the previous night, and also the moon setting yesterday morning before we went to that beautiful stroll and chat with Yiska Harani at Tel Kinnereth. So here we are this morning with this beautiful red sunrise. It's not all visible yet because it's still, I'll stop for a second so you can appreciate that. It's still not completely up over the mountain there, over the hill. I mean, if you were with the people from the Rockies, you wouldn't want to call this a mountain. Trying to figure out why the phone is a little at an angle. Ground is pretty level here. So there we have this beautiful red sunrise this morning. Look at that sky. And the birds here celebrating for you. Oh wow, they were double squadron. Two of them came in together. Two batches. If I could get on the other side of those birds someday. And you see how green they are. Welcome everybody. What a beautiful scene. And that sun is going to be hot today. You know, we're hovering up there around the 114s. Look at that beautiful effect on the water. No, those are for screenshots, people. Take your screenshots. I want to say a big shout out to all the people who are reposting screenshots and clips or adding music, and they're also making a reference to the source because that's getting people inviting people to look at the live stream. And there's it's not my making, people. It's a lot of grace. There's a lot of grace flowing here, people. A lot of grace. And it's not my making. I want to make that very clear. It's just something that's touching a lot of hearts and bringing a lot of peace. So if you spread the word or you give them the link when you repost, that opens up a door for a lot of people. Thank you so much for doing that. You know that in Jerusalem we had, I didn't check the latest figures on it, but they don't move too much after a few days. But there were, in one of the sunrise strolling chats in Jerusalem, I'm not sure if it was Saturday morning or Sunday morning, there are over 3,500 visualizations. People have clicked in there. It mightn't be for long, but that's a lot of people. And that's thanks to you sharing it. And it makes all the difference in the world because people are blessed and they're sending notes. It's amazing. You see some of the notes are posted publicly, but a lot of people send private notes, and they have special prayer intentions, special requests, which we include here and in our prayers in Magdala at the Mass and at different moments. Wow, there's an animal here. Hey guys, just hold on now. This could be interesting. This guy is moving, and I think he realized that he's going to be on live stream. There's an animal there. Look at him moving. I wonder what that is. And he's eating that. Is a little beaver. He's eating that plant. Let's check this guy out, okay? Look at him. What is that? He's vegetarian. Not sure if he's vegan. Should we go closer? Maybe he's going to come over our way. Come over, little guy. Where did he go? Yeah, he's coming our way. Where did he go? I don't have him on the camera. Oh, he was ahead of me. He wants to get a close-up. Wow. What's that guy? We get him with the sunrise, huh? Come on, little fellow. We'd like to know your name. Who is this guy? Never saw him before. Never met the parents or the neighbors. Strange being here in the water. Huh. Moving swiftly there. Going down for a little dunk. If I get over closer now while he's not looking. So here we can also see the sunrise if he doesn't show up again. Good morning, everybody. We were just sighting some type of a little beaver or something, I'm not sure. Here we have a beautiful sunrise this morning at the Sea of Galilee. We're doing sunrise stroll and chat for all the newcomers. This is our daily appointment. Great that you're with us. So we had a little animal. You can see this replay again when it's posted. And what was it, about 14, 15 inches long. Pretty fat little chubby fellow. And he was chewing on one of those reeds. And then he swam over in front of the camera. And I hadn't seen him before, and he hadn't seen me, I don't think. So I think he's disappeared now, a little shy maybe. So we just leave him enjoy his natural habitat here. Now there's interesting light coming through the reeds here, reflecting on the water. The sky is gorgeous. Today actually we have a fisherman's story in the gospel. But we also have some very rich thoughts in the psalm and in the first reading. I got to show you more of this here. It's just so beautiful. Zooming in a little here. Let's go up here. Here we're at Mount Arbel. Wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? Let's stop here to see this fire. You see, the sun is one big fire, and it warms us all up, and it gives us light. It lights up our world. It's amazing what angles and reflections do. There, we lost it now. We'd have to go back again, but I want to show you something else here. Look at that carpet of gold on the water. A feast for our eyes, and a feast for our mind and our heart and our soul. It's really amazing. The expanse is 93 million miles away, and that beauty on that range is so amazing. And then look at this level here. I'm going to put my finger down so you see the proportion. And where's my finger? Come on in the camera, buddy. There we are. That's pretty big, isn't it? Well, let's go here. So look at the size of my finger, and look at these tiny little flowers. Look how small they are, and look at the beauty inside. And that's a nice backdrop to take out the word today and the Psalms, to see this whole reality with other eyes. So let me share this with you people. It's Psalm 24. It's a beautiful psalm about opening up the gates. But the word that's here is, to the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it. What a powerful line. To the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it. Including that little creature we saw 5 minutes ago, swimming there. Including those little flowers, including that sun 93 million miles away, including those clouds just here in our atmosphere, the reeds. To the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it. Hey guys, you want to go for another little stroll? Let's keep enjoying the sun, but there's a lot of movement. I'm not sure if it's fish or it's just, no, it's probably the boat that came in. What's going on here? No, it's just all the water started moving. First of all, I thought it was fish, but it's actually just because of the boats, I think. Something stirred the water. But it's all the water, it's not just one little spot. To the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it. And you know, the fact that it belongs to the Lord doesn't take away a tad of our joy, it increases it. That He made it for us, but it's His. He didn't need it for Himself, and He gave it to us for our season, for our generation. And then we will hand it on to the next generation. And we received it from an earlier generation, given to us by the Lord. To the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it, and the care for creation, for our common home. To know reality to its deepest level. Oh, there is a fish jumping. See the ripple? That fish just jumped there. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera over there. I didn't want to move it too fast because you might fall out of your armchair if you're in the West Coast before you go to bed. I'd love that fish to jump again. Usually they jump a couple of times, but it's very hard to tell where they'll jump the second time. And that little fish belongs to the Lord as well. We get to see a lot of things this morning. It's very nice. Very beautiful. So if somebody lends you their car, then you drive it with great care. Especially if it's a nice car, if it's a new car. You don't want to have a scratch. You're very happy when you give it back and it didn't get scratched or anything, you know. How many times I was a guest of families and they'd say, use our car. And that was a great break to be able to do whatever I needed to do other visits or whatever. But I was always happy when I gave it back in good shape. To the Lord belongs the earth, so it's His. And it's given to us for our life, to develop our life together with our neighbours, with everybody who is with us. In the first reading we also have this whole the second, it wasn't all covered yesterday, about this big dispute between Paul and Apollos. Not so much between Paul and Apollos, but between people attached to one or the other. They're the ones that were having a big struggle. And let's continue that prayer it really invaded my heart. It took possession of me yesterday. This prayer for mutual understanding. We'll never finish all the conflict on the face of the earth for sure. That's part of fallen human nature. But our role in it, not to be sucked up in the vortex of hateful conflict. That can't be who we are. We've been given a great gift of reconciliation, a great gift of meeting the other, a great gift of helping to make peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. They are children of God. Let us continue praying for that. Because of the reading, it just prompts me to say that again. It's also a major line. If you go to the Magdala website, magdala.org, and you check out about us and the vision for Magdala, and one of the main point made there is that Magdala wants to be a catalyst for renewal and reconciliation worldwide. And this is not something we invented. This is something that's an experience that has happened over the years. So many people at different levels and different contexts have really grown in meeting the other, understanding the other, reconciling. And it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And we need help in reconciliation, especially when we just don't see the other side's part of the story. So invite somebody into a conversation. There can be different steps of inviting them. It can be just hello, how are you? And just getting comfortable again with each other, even though we were in the opposite poles of the spectrum. And to start that conversation, tell me how you see things. What is the issue? And to be a bridge. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. That's a great song, it's a great line. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. So I encourage you to do this. It's such a need today for civil discourse, for encountering the other. May you be blessed. I'm sure God will bless every effort made in that direction. We need to be able to live together with everybody, including with the criminals. Okay, there's a special place for them, it's called jail. But at the same time, they're in our community. Actually, there's a jail down the road from here. It's just about 10-15 minutes drive. That these people are in our hearts, that they're not isolated, that they're bridges of restoration and healing. So to the Lord belongs the earth and all that fills it. So I have to do this because we're at the lake today, and I know you're going to read the gospel. I was more or less keeping the sunrise stroll and chat for the first reading, and then the mass for the gospel reading. But today it says, while the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. You know where that lake is? It's right here, people. It doesn't say exactly where on the shore he was standing, but this is it. This is the lake. It really exists. It's here. Look at more of it. Come on, focus in here for me, camera. Okay. So she saw two boats there along the lakeside, and the fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. And getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Put out a short distance from the shore. And then he sat down in the boat and taught the crowds from the boat. And after he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch. And those words are the title of Duc In Altum. Duc In Altum is put out into the deep. That's exactly what it means, put out into the deep. So this is in a certain sense a very poignant gospel for Magdala today. On the other side of this building you see the words Duc In Altum written over it. Go out into the deep. And maybe Jesus is asking each of us today to go out into the deep. The deep of reconciliation, the deep of broken relationships, the deep of rebuilding, renewing. Oh, I tried that so many times and it never worked. So that's what Peter said. Master, we have worked all night and have caught nothing, but at your command I will lower the nets. So let's do that in the area of reconciliation as well. At your command I will lower the nets. Blessed are the peacemakers. I will lower the nets again. With kindness, without expectations, and I'm not going to get angry if it doesn't work. I'm going to let God have his time in doing this, but I'm not going to be idle. When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. They came and filled both boats, so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." So all of us who engage in reconciliation have all had our faults, our failings, our record of difficult relationships, of omissions, of unkind words, of challenging moments. So we all can ask forgiveness, and then we're in a better situation to help reconciliation. Astonishment at the catch seized him and all those with him, likewise James, John, who were partners with Simon. He said, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching men and women, people." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. People, God bless you. It's been a wonderful morning here with you. Delighted to have you here at Sunrise Stroll and Chat. God bless you. Keep enjoying, become peacemakers, bridge builders, lying down over troubled waters to bring a little bit of peace and calm and mutual understanding into this world. God bless you.